Alright, welcome to Astroneer. So I decided to play something a little bit different today. Now this game is a survival open world game as well, but it's less survivally and more laid back and relaxed. It's a production game, like a base builder or factory builder, if you will. There's little missions you do and you progress through the game. There is a storyline as well, which I probably won't focus too much on, but we'll see. When you play this game, you start on a planet called Silva. There are, I believe, 7 planets in the system. Editor me will correct myself if I'm wrong. I believe there's 7 planets. This is like the most Earth-like planet. You have this blue line here. This is your oxygen. If I walk away from my base, I won't get any oxygen. And that little blue bar on my backpack will slowly go down. This part right here. This is power, and these are inventory slots. You have inventory slots on the top 2 sides as well. These are your utility slots that you can activate. There's a small printer here where you can craft things with resources. There's a resource gathering gun, and it also has 3 slots on it for attachments, or you could just put stuff on it. There's also the research system. You need to make bytes to do research. I'm actually dying right now. You need to make bytes to do research, and there's many different categories. The more categories you go up, the more complex and expensive they are, as well as not necessarily expensive, but it takes different printers to make these. This is the high, large printer. This is the extra large printer, the large printer, medium printer, small printer. This is stuff that can be crafted in the backpack. This is actually, I want to say that this is actually both small printer worthy. Because I do believe that this takes the medium printer, which makes large items, and then the large will make the extra large. There is a small printer you can craft and put on the ground, or just, bring it with you. Of course, there's the backpack printer. There's also the gun. You use this. It's called your terrain tool. You can change the terrain, or you can use it to gather resources like this. This is resin. Resin is one of the most baseline resources you're going to need in this game. You'll need resin and compound more than anything. We'll go ahead and get started. This is the landing pad with the mission log. When you're in the mission log, you get active and missions you've completed already, as well as I already have this one. This is the first one you do. Claim it, then it's a completed mission, and then you can see the active missions. Unpack the oxygenator, install oxygenator on shelter, connect printer power to shelter. So it gave me a bunch of stuff for free. So I got the oxygenator, which is going to allow me to use tethers, which is going to allow me to go farther than just around my base. So the oxygenator will provide oxygen and power to me while I am away. And this, you attach everything to power with these little cable plugs, just like that. And this is a small printer which can print anything that you can print in the backpack, as well as some other stuff, because it has 2 inputs. There's also 2 attachments on the base for things. You can put whatever you want on them, like a solar panel or a battery or whatever. Now I have another reward, so I'll go ahead and collect this. This will give me some tethers and some bytes. Then tethers you use to go farther away from your base. So you go, put it down, and then it'll allow you to travel farther. So I have to stay near these. Then this is a research sample that'll give you bytes. These are on a lot of plants on the surface. These are also in caves. They're more expensive depending on the planet. They give you more bytes depending on which planet you're on, and if you're deep in a cave or if you're just on the surface. Now this is compound. We're gonna need compound for literally everything starting off. And then my backpack is pretty full. And then I could take them home. When I'm first starting, I like to just make a hole in the ground and put my items into a hole in the ground. I usually do that around the back side of my base, just somewhere I don't typically care to go around. So right here will do. I could just dump all my resources into this hole. I always like to keep one compound here just in case I need tethers. At least in the early game, that is. Now I need to see what my mission was, because I didn't actually look. Oh, breathing space. Connect the tether to oxygenator. Gives you a small canister. And 500 bytes. I need to gather resin. Small canister. This will go on your terrain tool. And it'll fill with soil, and you can use that soil to flatten out terrain or build up terrain, or use it in a soil centrifuge that we'll explore later. I need to get 4 resins. Should be enough here. There's another mission completed. Might not have enough resin here. Yeah, I don't see any more. Yeah, no more resin. That's okay. I will go find more. There's some more over the horizon there. Oh, there's also an abandoned base. I didn't even realize that. These abandoned bases can have some pretty cool things. Alright, I got more tethers, so I'm gonna go over there and check out that abandoned base. Might have something pretty cool. They can have entire working equipment, or sometimes just some resources. Like this has a fully working medium platform right here. So I could take that back to base. Then there's also a turbine here. A research sample. Another turbine. I don't think there's anything at the top. Oh! Hamster ball. I love hamster balls. Medium solar panel. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put that on there for right now. There's also some power, copper, clay, power cells, more power cells. I don't really care for power cells, they don't really do too much. Alright, we have an early vehicle. It's pretty good. Usually it takes a long time to get a vehicle in the game, at least a land vehicle. Vehicles are pretty good. You can go around planets looking for things without having to worry about tethers. The hamster ball is a little bit of a pain to try to maneuver, so it's not the most maneuverable, but it is fun. I'm gonna go back and grab that medium storage with the solar panel on it, so I can bring it back to base. And when you have like the wind turbines or solar panels or anything that produces power attached to your backpack like this, if you use any of your backpack power, it will refill it for you. You know, given that there's sun or wind or whatever. And then I'm just going to put this right here and connect it. You can also lock these platforms in place so that way you can't pick them up or move them on accident. Now we have a little bit of extra power being produced. I can also go ahead and put the wind turbines on the base as well, which will produce even more power. Beautiful. Then I'm going to drop all my stuff into the resource hole, because I have... Oh, I also got that. I forgot about that. And power cells. Actually, I'm not going to put those in the resource hole, because I don't really care too much about power cells. Did I already finish my mission? I think I did. I'm going to put this here. Attach it to power. Now we have light. More light than we had anyways. Alright, what do we got? Mission logged. What? Okay. Already did this. Globe trotting. Reach top speed in a gravity globe. I didn't know I did that. Okay, extra bytes, and then I need to go collect up my resin. There we go. No, okay, it still says 3 out of 4. Why exactly is it saying that? I guess I'll go get some more, go collect more resin. I guess it's not counting one for some reason. I think it needs me to do it from when the mission started. Maybe if I collect one more. Oh, okay, there we go. That's why. Bring this with me. If I bring this with me, I can research it later for bytes. And that'll be useful. There we go. If I could close this. Why did I get another... Oh, okay. No. We have storage now, but that won't really do too much. I'll need to actually get a reason to use this, because obviously I have more resources over there than will fit on this. That's one thing that sucks about early game resource gathering, is that you don't have any like specific area to put resources. Mid to late game is where you get that kind of stuff. So right now it's just a hole in the ground, which is fine. Next mission, print medium printer. Okay, so now I need to print a medium printer. Two compounds. I bet. Pretty cheap. When you first start out in this game, your base will be a mess most of the time. That's a given. And we got a medium printer. Sweet. I'm gonna just slot this over here, I guess. I forget how to rotate. I haven't played this game in a little bit. Ah, there we go. Alright, we got a medium printer. I can go ahead and claim the mission now. Large platform. Print to connect small generator to power network. I'm not going to do that right now. Print and use research chamber. Smelteringly hot. I will need to go get aluminum for that one. Okay, so we'll go ahead and line this up, because I like to have a little walkway for me to walk in to my front door. Now I'll need the research chamber. A resin and 2 compound. Already running out of stuff. And while that's going, I can go ahead and do the small generator. My last compound. Then I can go ahead and slap down this generator here. And I think I have enough organic already, yeah. So this generator will require organic. Organic is collected from plants, grass, whatever. Anything that's plant life, organic will be collected from. Go ahead and shut that off right now, because I do not need it. What I do need is to check the mission log. Okay, got this. This would please go away. There we go. Okay. And then this is going to go on the large platform. I immediately start researching something. There we go. It actually needs to flip around. There we go. Alright, I got 2 beacons and some bytes. I will take it. Oh, I also got a battery. I didn't even notice this. I'm gonna go ahead and put this over here. Okay, I don't even need that to run. Without that running, that's perfectly fine. And then you take yourself a research sample, such as this one. You can't research these ones like the little ones. These have to go inside of a research chamber. You go ahead and start that up. And then that will make you bytes. Like I already have, 2,300 bytes. This is going to make me, you're going to see how many bytes this will cost right here. Not much, but it'll be enough for now. In the meantime, it's time for me to go into the caves, so that way I can go find aluminum. Now let's find a cave. Might be able to find one over that way. Oh wait, oh man, I didn't mean to do that. Cursed habits. Cursed habits. It's okay, I'll just attach it over there. That's fine. Okay, now I'm gonna need some compound before I can go into the caves, because I need tethers. Where did I spot that compound? Oh, it's right here. I'm just blind. I got one compound out of that so far. Doesn't look like there's any more either, even though the cursor's telling me that there's compound here. Okay, I'm sure there's more elsewhere. I saw a deposit somewhere. I think it might have been down this tether line, not that one. Is that another hamster ball? It is. Alright. Gotta go before I drown. Or suffocate. I'm gonna drop all this crud off. I'm actually gonna keep one spare compound on me, because I'll probably need it. I'll just make up a tethers right now and that'll balance it out. There we go. I'll go grab this research sample so that way it's ready to go while I'm gone and it'll continue researching. So that way I don't have to worry about coming back and swapping it. It'll automatically swap it. There we go. And now I find the caves. I could just make a way down, which I suppose I'll just go ahead and do real quick. My favorite way, the way I find easiest to make a entrance down into some caves is to do it like this with the terrain tool. And then go like this. That'll make you a flat way down. You do have to do this occasionally, but that's okay. It also might be easier for you to just go like this. And then do this. There we go. Now I can go ahead and put down some tethers right here. Beautiful. I can slide all the way down. Make it a little bit safer for me. That blue ring that's around my terrain tool crosshair is the amount of soil I have left in my canister. Now this game has nothing dangerous to worry about. There's no creatures, there's no anything like that. It's a relaxing game. The only thing you have to worry about are these hazardous plants. These hazardous plants will kill you. And that's pretty much the only way to die other than fall damage. But it's not really that easy to die from fall damage. Unless you're my friend. My friend died like 5 times to fall damage in like one sitting. You can find all kinds of things down here, but I'm looking for something very specific for right now. You could also destroy these. Don't get too close to them. You destroy them, they explode. And then you can sometimes get research samples out of them, or you get these seeds. There's a research sample right there. These seeds you can plant at your base to use a tapper to create constant flow of organic. But the easier way, or the better way to do it is to use the other plants up above. Ow. There's surface plants that produce organic way faster than the hazardous plants. Well, that's not quite what I'm looking for, but it is nice to know that that's there. I'll probably grab some before I leave. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here. I'll grab one of the other plants from the surface. There we go. I'm surprised I haven't found what I came down here for. I came down here for a specific resource. It's called laterite. That was all my... I knew I was going to need more feathers. A research sample. This research sample will be worth much more than the surface ones. I believe these ones will probably be around double, maybe, than the ones from the surface. Don't quote me on that one. I'm not sure. We'll see. We can check once we get there. Wait a minute. Oh no, that was just a mushroom. I thought I saw what I was looking for in the distance. There's more sphalerite over there. Maybe I'll go this way. This way is a nice open cave. But I don't have any more feathers. I'll have to... Could try going down further, but I don't think distance from the surface really mattered. Never mind, I found some. Alright, this stuff is laterite. There's also some sphalerite mixed in with it, but I need laterite. I can always get sphalerite in a little while. I don't have anything that particularly needs it. Laterite is what's going to get me aluminum. And aluminum is what's going to get me a lot of early game production. I'm trying not to collect any of the sphalerite at this very point in time. I don't want the sphalerite, I just want the laterite. It's okay. I got some of both. Okay, now we can go back to the surface, do a little more progression. I need to make a smelter now to turn laterite into aluminum. Also need to take this with me. You don't spend like your entire time in the caves, but you'll probably spend a good bit of time in the caves. At least at the beginning. It can change later on. Okay, and then this is worth 600 almost. No, it wasn't quite double. It was more like a quarter more. And I have these ready. Schematic splitter, power extenders. Give me more tethers. Then I need to make a furnace. 3 tethers is nice. I don't know. I think I need to. Yeah, I need to research the furnace. This is the first time I get to use the bytes. So you can go down this list. This is all the different things you can research. I need the smelting furnace. I gotta find it. I think it's up here. It's right. Ah, it's right here. That's why. Okay, I'll end the furnace. And then the smelting furnace. I will now craft 1 compound, 2 resin. I should probably empty this out. Cool. Alright. Then I am going to need another large platform to put this on, like this one here. Do I have anything that'll give me a large platform? That's something that'll give me a buggy. And then there's a main mission here. And then of course I have this mission, which is telling me to leave the planet already. Which isn't happening. Not quite yet, anyway. I'm going to turn on emergency power. Nice. Got another mission done. Now I need a large platform B, so I need 3 resin. I'll quickly run and grab 3 resin. I only have 3 resin left anyway. Cool. Then, yeah, I have wind power right now, so I'll just let that roll. I'll go ahead and put my power production over this side. There we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and move this closer to here. My battery's still slowly draining. Can't wait to get the power situation actually fixed. that over there? That looks fine. There we go. Get this storage here. So now when I smelt my stuff, it'll automatically get put onto the storage. I am going to need to get the power fixed though. To do that. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and get the power fixed right now. I need to go over to that forest in the distance. That's going to have my solution. Set that there for right now. All I need to find is a tree with a green glowing thing on the side of it. Then I need to harvest it and take its seed. Which I see one right now. Right there. This. Oh. Also, an exocrate. I'm going to take these seeds and I'm going to take this. Exocrates are the source of exo chips, which are for later. They are a mid to late game item. They're used to craft a lot of mid to late game stuff. I think you need it for the large rocket, the large rover, and I think all of the large canisters need them too. I don't remember though. I might be wrong about that last one. You do need explosives to open them though, which I cannot do anything with right now. It's just for later. Now that I'm here, I could fix up the power situation. I don't know where I want to put it. I'm going to put it over here. Take and flatten this land out. So planets do have a curvature in this game. So as you can see, the planet is curved, and it'll spin as you walk. The terrain tool does not conform to the curvature. So it's a bit of a pain to get an actually flat area. As you can see, this like lines up fine over there, but then it's, you know, a foot high over here. So it doesn't match the curvature, but that's okay. I'm going to plant these right over here. Plant them all the way at the end. And these will slowly grow. They don't take very long. And then I'm going to need some of this aluminum to craft up something that I'll need, which is the tapper. I probably have some missions, yeah. Take a bite, give me 500 more bites. Then this will give me another medium storage, which is going to help out with production tenfold. Now I can put this on this side, unpack it. Now I have a entire input-output system, which will be good. It never goes where I want it to. I don't know why it does that. It used to go, when you would put something here, it would smelt and then go here, but for some reason that's not the case. It goes to whichever one it really wants to. And these are done growing. So I'll go ahead and, I think I need to blur it. The backpack one. Tapper. 1,000 bytes. Now this is going to help out the power situation, because now I can have both of these running all the time. I need 2 tappers, 1 for each tree. Take a tapper, you attach it to a tree, and it'll start producing organic. Now later on, you will get access to more plants, because every planet has its own harmless flora that you can use to do this. The more difficult the planet is, the faster it is. So when we get to, say, Atrox, which is the most difficult planet, the quote-unquote most difficult planet, it's not that difficult. You can, this will produce a lot more, a lot faster. I will also be needing to do auto arms, which is a not right now thing, because I need graphite. I haven't even made it that far yet. And I also have to learn it. But the good thing is these can pretty much always be running now. I just have to make sure I refill them. There we go. Then this will... These are just about done. I can take that, set it here. I can wait for this one to get done too. And I can take it and put it here. So now they're ready. Organic doesn't really do much. It makes carbon, but I don't have a reason for carbon right now. If I had a medium generator, maybe, or anything else that requires carbon, which I don't really know off the top of my head, but you got some stuff. We are looking good on the resource front for right now. Okay, we will do the tractor one. I think I need, yeah, I need to research it first. There's tractor. And then tractor, 2 aluminums. It's not as expensive than I honestly was expecting. I just gotta remember to check these every now and again. That way I can have a backlog of compound. Got a tractor. I'm gonna park this right over here. A tractor's a small thing that will help me explore, but it won't do much. It will need power, and it doesn't have much of it on its own. I like to put a small solar panel and a battery on it, so that way it lasts a lot longer. Speaking of battery, I will go ahead and charge it up right now. There we go. And then this also just attaches the same way with this. And now I could use this and drive around. Not super useful right now, but it's something. And then I also need... I like to do... I don't have any resin. I need to quickly run and grab resin. Now, there are some resources that are planet only. You will have to go to different planets to get different resources. So you can't just stay on this planet the entire time that you're playing the game. You have to go to other planets. The different resources that are available on the different planets also vary by difficulty. Some of the more like hardcore, so to say, components and resources are on the harder planets. Now, things like compound and resin and organic and all that, that can be found on all planets. All planets will have basic resources. So if you want, like me and my friend did, we moved to a different planet. We moved to Glacio because we both liked the look of the Frost planet. So if you ever want to move planets, you absolutely can, and you could just live there. You don't have to stay on Silva. That being said, after you finish the game, you will be spawned back on Silva, so you should probably keep a small shuttle there on Silva, just in case, so you can get back. I will now suffocate. I shall go home. I need to get some more research items, which I'll probably do right now that I have the tractor. I'll go and get more research. And I need 2 resins for the storage. So for the tractor, I like to put the medium storages on them, so that way you can use the trailer as like a resource thing, so you can have one full backpack of a resource plus another full backpack of resources. So I will put this on here. It's not a full backpack because I put these on the medium storage, this, and then I'll put a solar panel as well. The reason why is because I like to keep one medium slot just in case I find a research item or something else I want to keep that's big. Because you can't put... There's 8 slots on here, and there's only 2 slots here, but this is a medium slot. It's a bit of an odd slotting system. A medium slot is the only place that medium items can go. Like, this requires a large slot. A large slot is one of these. It's 2 medium slots or 4 small slots. I need to make a solar panel, which I think just costs 1 copper. I don't even know if I have the... I'll just check. Small solar. Okay, yeah, and it does cost a copper. Luckily I found this copper earlier. Small solar. And then I'll put this on here. And now that'll keep it charged during the day, and then the battery should last all night in the tractor. So now that we have the tractor, we can go for a small expedition so we can find something. You'll never lose home. You'll always see this home icon when you leave, and plus there's beacons from the last mission we did. So you'll never lose home. You never have to worry about losing home. Also, if you can't see it on the horizon, you can always hold R and go to the compass, which will bring up your compass, which will show you which direction these things are, even if you're not within range. I'm keeping an eye out for a research sample, or a clay deposit, or anything like that. There's some research. Now, the vehicles in this game are a bit jank, but that's okay. So this research sample can't fit in any of these slots. It can only fit in a medium slot, which looks goofy, but it's okay. It doesn't matter if it looks goofy. It gets the job done. And besides, that won't clip with terrain. Only the actual tractor and trailer themselves clip with the terrain. I see a piece of dynamite over there. Over there in the distance. Okay, well we found a clay deposit. Not even too far away from home either. This is where the trailer is going to really help with the medium storage, because I'm going to be able to carry a lot more of this home. That way I don't have to go out so soon to go find it. I have plenty at home instead of leaving constantly. And besides, it saves tethers. I don't have to worry about tethers with the tractor. That being said, you cannot connect tethers to vehicles unless there's an auctionator attached to the vehicle. When me and my friend were playing, we had started in a really good area. We were surrounded by loads of good resources, surrounded by loads of graphite, clay, just you name it. We were living rich with resources. This friend I keep referring to is Sniper of Justice. He's the one that's been featured on the channel a few times in my streams, playing Peak and Risk of Rain 2. So if you want to check him out, I will leave a link to his Twitch and his YouTube channel in the description. He doesn't post much on YouTube. He posts, I think, long plays of retro games. And then I think he's going to post some special Risk of Rain 2 challenges in the near future. I'm not too sure about that one. And we are full. And now we will head home. And the question is do I want to ditch a piece of clay for this dynamite? Nah. Nah. Here's an exo research unit. Oh, this is resource specific. That might be a different... I'll have to figure out what resource that is in a little bit. Actually, I could just check. There's this lovely thing in the game called the Astropedia, which will tell you everything you need to know about the game. You could look at the different planets and what resources they have on them. You could look at the resources and it'll tell you which planets they are found on. And I, in this case, am looking for the symbol of that resource. I can't really see it from here, so I'm actually going to go back over there. Maybe it's just the angle I'm looking at. Oh, no, yeah, it is laterite. Okay. I'll just go grab some laterite real quick, bring it back over here, grab that dynamite and stuff. Now, clay makes ceramic. Ceramic is going to be very useful. I like to do this, so I like to put this here. And I like to take this one and then swap it out for the empty one, and then it'll all immediately do it. I can just put this back. A lot easier than transferring each one individually. It doesn't really matter, it's gonna go wherever it wants anyways. I can put this to research. I'm gonna refill my generators. I think my next expedition will be to the mountains to get some more copper. I forgot about the other pieces I had on me. I'll check that in a second. Alright, I need laterite. I'll go grab up some laterite. I was at a mission for collecting some sphalerites, so I guess I could do that while I'm at it as well. There we go. I'm gonna need a buttload of laterite and sphalerite anyways, so I might as well just grab a bunch. Okay, and we'll drop all of this off. Need one piece. Wait, what are we doing? Quickly gonna go grab this thing. Right now, quick. I'm gonna get a backlog of this. I guess 4 is not that bad, but now pretty much every resource is not useful in its unsmelted form. Save for 1. Quartz is the only resource that is useful in quartz form and in glass form, but no other resource has the qualities that are good for both the raw resource and the smelted resource. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and open this bad boy up. Just put it in here. It'll pop open, and I'll get a research sample. 456 bytes. These, you can also scrap this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can scrap that, which is useful whenever you get a scrapper. But I do not have a scrapper. I don't even notice there's more clay over there. Okay, we'll go ahead and grab this. And this, and now we have research. Might come back here and grab some of that compound. Oh, also I can get the buggy now. Because I opened up the exodynamics research thing. That's what that pyramid thing is. Park right here, and then just need this to go there. And there's dynamite I will keep aside. Bruh, there we go. Now it's time to go get some graphite so I can get those auto arms going. The auto arms are going to help me automate this so that way these can run literally forever and there will be no power problems. I'm doing pretty good on bytes. Got some missions that I need to do. Waiting to switch. I get whatever this is. Oh, right, that's the... Yeah, I don't need that right now. Matter of fact, I'd prefer to keep that out of the way for right now. That is a story item, sorta. Then I got a buggy. Then I got a buggy. You will need a rover seat for that, so I'm not gonna bother with it. It's a faster mode of transport with no storage. It has storage, but you have to put power on it, so you need a solar panel and a battery to be able to go around with it. I guess it goes left now. I guess it goes, this is input, this is output now, but I don't know. Oh, that's probably why I have the thing backwards. I didn't even realize. I'll go ahead and rotate it. So this entire time, I was just being stupid. Nice. There we go. Now we have input, output. Wasn't paying attention again. I'm gonna I'm gonna go ahead and go find some graphite now. So that way I can make the auto arms. Research them here. There we go. Okay. And then I will go grab some graphite so I can do auto arms. And it'll make it 10 times better. Alright, we're gonna go find some graphite now. Okay, my inventory's clear. And then graphite is most commonly found near the crevices region of Silva, I do believe. So I already have a crevice region here. Just quickly run over here and see if I find any graphite. If not, then I might have to take a gander through the mountains. I see something over there. That looks like it might be a working rover seat, but I can't tell from this distance. Also, I see some graphite right now. I'll make my way over there. And some more clay. Getting over there. Let's see. If we go this way, I might be able to get over there. No. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this a different way. By making a bridge. So, I guess we'll make one right here. Yeah, it looks pretty. It looks good for just a quick temporary bridge. Yeah, that'll do. As long as it's flat. Now we go. The graphite. Perfect. And then that is not a working rover seat. There's a power... What's it called? These guys. Power cell on it, though. I don't think I care for it right now, though. I think I'd rather just carry more graphite. So this terrain is tougher. You need terrain mods if you want to go faster through this kind of terrain. The harder the terrain, the less damage you'll do. So, like, I can go through this, but if this terrain was harder, say if I was on Aatrox, I would not be able to get through this. For Aatrox, I believe I would need drill mod number 2, but I'm not too sure. And then Glacio has the hardest terrain of all. They have the permafrost on Glacio, which is significantly harder. I do believe you do need the drill mod 3 on there, despite Glacio being the second hardest planet. I'm gonna get as much as I can. That way I don't have to make another trip later. Honestly, I think I'll have enough to get a full backpack's worth. It seems like this vein is pretty hefty deposit. Got a few more slots. Okay, we are full. We can now go ahead and head home. We came from this way. Yeah, falling in there with the tractor would not be nice, because it would be a bit of a pain to make a tunnel to get all the way out of the crevice. Alright, we are home, and we can get back to producing. Make the resource bowl a little bit bigger, so I can toss some more crap down here. I am rich. There we go. Okay, so now I can go ahead and get some other stuff done. Like, I could use this medium platform. And then I will need a graphite and an aluminum to make a what's it called? An auto arm. Cool. I have an auto arm. I won't do anything at this point in time because I don't have any power. So the green circle is the area it's going to pull things from, and the blue circle is where it's going to put things. So I'm going to go ahead and get this set up. I think I'm going to go ahead and make a large platform for this. Probably be best. I'm going to need a couple of resin. Let me check. Large platform B, 3 resin, and then I'm going to need some medium storages. I need 2, so I need 5. 5. Cool. Go ahead and get this. Don't have any power. And then a large platform. Move this crap out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and make another medium storage. Should have enough resin. As it turns out, I do not. So we'll go ahead and put a hold on that. Yeah, we don't have enough. We'll put a hold on that. I'm going to move this stuff around as soon as this finishes printing. Because I want this platform to have the printers on it. I guess I'll stuff this on here too. Might as well. Okay. That off. Put this. Wrong button. We're gonna put this here. Go ahead and put the printer there. Cool. Perfect. And then unpack this. Go ahead and put this bad boy over here. There we go, and then I can go ahead and put... I'll put 4 of these. So I'll go ahead and craft up 2 more. Okay, cool. I'll go ahead and stuff a resin into here. Alright, there we go. And I'll just stuff all of these over here, and it'll slowly pick them all up and put it in the storage. Cool, our first bit of automation. I gotta try not to walk into this blue circle, otherwise it'll put it on my backpack. Which annoys the absolute living crap out of me. I'm just gonna set this guy over here for right now. There we go. Alright, so now we have a self-sufficient power system for now. This will keep us going for a little while. I will eventually replace all of these with better generators, but for now, that's what we got. I'm gonna have to get a... I think I need zinc. Let's see. Storage sensor. There we go. Okay, so I just need quartz and zinc. That's what I was looking for. I'll have to go find some quartz in a little bit, because I still haven't found any of that for some odd reason. I'll take some of these with me. Yeah, I'll go take 2 of them. 2 of them won't hurt anything. To the caves I go to find quartz. So I guess we'll go where I found that laterite and sphalerite and go deeper into the caves. That might help find some. Hopefully. Right here. No, I don't see any just now, but yeah, we'll see. We'll just go down and find out. There's an EXO research unit down there. Speaking of which, I need to go claim some missions. I forgot that I should have, I think, like 2 or 3 missions to claim. Maybe, because the auto arm is one of them. Oh, there's some quartz there. There we go. There's loads of laterite here. Oh, the exo research unit over there. Here's the quartz I need. I'm full. Well, for starters, I can make one more extra space. Probably. There we go. I can deploy these. Just back in my backpack and then pick them up. That's one extra space. There we go. And that just needs power. That's for a later date. I can't really get power down here right now. Not without power extenders or using my tractor. Which getting a tractor down here isn't exactly easy. So that's definitely something for later. Alright, we return home with the quartz I need to make the storage sensor, so that way when this fills up, this will just automatically shut off and stop using power. Because if you don't know, things that are active like that, like this, will draw constant power while it's on, even if it's not being used. I'm gonna go ahead and put the quartz in here. I was gonna smelt it into glass, but then I decided against it. I do need to smelt this. And then I need zinc. There we go. Now I can go and craft up my storage sensor. There we go. Nice. If I put this, I need to attach this to the storage, not like that, like that. And I need to attach this to this. Okay, so when this fills up, it should automatically shut this off. So we'll go ahead and give it a try real quick. I'll shut all these off, and then we'll see. Okay, so it works. Good to know. Then I can go ahead and turn these back on now. As soon as this empties off, this will turn back on. It'll grab one that's done down there. And yeah. Okay, cool. So that's automated and ready to go. Put this stuff down there. Cool. Now I should have some missions ready. We'll see. I think collect quartz was probably one of them. Oh, no. Yep, I got the arm. Got an extended platform for that. I'm not complaining, but I don't need it. Shredder. I need to print a packager. Pretty much everything I need right now is to leave the planet. So I need medium resource canister. So that is going to be, I need to leave the planet for that one, I think. Lithium, I need to leave the planet. Tungsten, I need to leave the planet. This one's just telling me to leave the planet. Well, actually, this one isn't telling me to leave the planet. It's telling me to get ready to leave the planet. And then I just need to do the packager. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do the packager. The packager is going to be here. Where will the packager be? Packager. 1,000. Jeez. Then I just need a graphite. Cool. And now I will have the shredder, which I can attach to a platform and use to collect scrap. Scrap isn't entirely useful at this very point in time because I don't have a trade rocket. I also need a platform to put it on. This platform, but I do not want to use that platform. That platform is ugly. So I'll need more resin. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode here. We did quite a bit, just the beginning of the game. This is enough for now, so I will go ahead and see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.